Hey y'all, welcome back to Organically Designed. I'm Lindsay and this is part 2 of our Stretching Our Household products. One thing that we're talking about this time is definitely something you probably have around your house, and the other thing is a maybe. Okay? So the two things that we're talking about today is baking soda and castile soap. And I have my peppermint castile soap. If you like to talk about cleaning products or love learning new ways to use cleaning products, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And if you like anything cleaning, organizing, or creating, Organically Designed is definitely the channel for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button before you switch over. The first thing that we're talking about is castile soap, and this stuff can be seriously used for so many different things, but I'm just going to discuss a few. This is actually in my toilet bowl cleaner, and that can be checked out on my cleaning products videos. So again, that's linked below, so be sure to check that out. And a little bit goes a long way when it comes to this stuff. A lot of times when you're using this, you're going to be diluting it. So just a small bottle like this really does go a long way. So if you're like us, we get a lot of ants, and they just sometimes are a complete hassle, and they come through the window of our kitchen and just drive me mad because I feel like I can never get rid of them. Well, I'm about to tell you one way that works amazing with the castile soap. Okay, so I'm about to give y'all the recipe for the Ant Deterrent Spray, and I'm going to be sure to type it below for y'all too, so look for that in the description. But the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a couple of 16-ounce spray bottles or one big 32-ounce spray bottle, whichever one you can get. You can always mix it in a bowl and separate it into small ones. Say if you get them in your bathroom or whatever, so you can keep them around the house and just label it ant spray, okay? So because you're going to be using a quart of water, and a quart of water is 32 ounces. So you're going to need at least that. You can get, I believe it's 28-ounce spray bottles from the Dollar Tree. So they have some nice little plastic ones, and they even have a little spot for a label. So that is awesome. So be sure to grab your spray bottles there if you're wanting to separate things. And then you're going to mix a 1/4 cup castile soap and a little bit of tea tree oil. And another awesome benefit of tea tree oil, it is a natural disinfectant, but it smells amazing, and mixed with this peppermint castile soap, it's going to be awesome. And all you have to do is spray it where those ants come in, and you've got your ant deterrent spray. So let me know in the comments if you try it out, and if you do, how well it worked. Another awesome thing that's about castile soap is soap. You can use it for your body, and a little bit goes a long way, and that's the awesome thing about it. But if you really want to get luxurious with it, you can mix it with a little bit of honey and vitamin E oil. So vitamin E oil is amazing for the skin. Honey is just creamy and nice, and but vitamin E oil you can definitely get in the vitamin section at Walmart. So that's where I get mine. Castile soap is sold at Walmart as well, and so is honey. I like mine whenever I'm using stuff for my body. I like to get either local honey from like an actual like place that makes it, or I go the organic raw honey route. So just a little tidbit of mine. Another video that I want y'all to check out is my homemade body scrubs. I absolutely freaking love making homemade body scrubs, and I like to make a body scrub for my feet. And my favorite essential oil to put in there is peppermint. So instead of using just the essential oil peppermint, I can do the coconut oil and sugar mixture, and that basic recipe is in that video. Be sure to look in the description for that. And you put a little castile soap, not the peppermint one, because the mint just feels freaking amazing on your feet. So be sure to mix that up for yourself and give yourself a little self-care love, because we all need it. And yes, men, this is great for y'all too. I know all of us, women and men, whatever, we are on our feet a lot, we work hard, and sometimes we need to pamper ourselves. So peppermint foot scrub does the trick. It feels amazing. Another way to use it in the shower. So we've got our body wash that we've discussed. We've got our awesome peppermint foot scrub that feels amazing. The other thing is shaving cream. Just put a little bit on there and lather it up. It's so creamy and feels so good. And your legs and wherever else will be very happy. One more awesome thing that you can use in the bathroom is making your own foaming hand wash, and I'll be sure to write this little recipe down below in the description box. So another thing to check out below. I know I'm giving y'all so much homework, but okay, bear with me because this stuff's amazing. So you're going to use Castle soap, coconut oil, and a little bit of tea tree oil and just mix it up. Again, the tea tree oil is a natural disinfectant, so it's going to fight those germs, and the coconut oil is nice and creamy, so it's going to moisturize your hands along with the Castle soap. So I like to use the peppermint Castle soap. There is one that is like not scented, but peppermint all day. So let's move on because I think I've talked enough about this awesome Castle soap. So let's move on to baking soda. I'm sure that everybody has baking soda in their house. We use it for so many different things, but let me tell you the one way that I use it that some people are like, oh, what? Isn't that disgusting? Well, I take a glass of cold water and I use about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of baking soda and mix it in there. I have celiac disease, which comes along with really extreme heartburn. And we're not talking about a burning sensation. We are talking about a kick to the chest, horrible pain, doubled over, sometimes can't talk, shaking kind of pain. Okay. So whenever I have any sort of heartburn, and this is again, not something that you want to use every day, a baking soda water mix is good for the every now and then occasional heartburn. And it also works really well if you have a bad gas bubble because it will make you burp. But yeah, you definitely don't want to use it every single day because it does mess with your pH balance in your body. So don't do it every day. If you have an issue every day with heartburn, you definitely need to seek medical attention. Again, I am not a nurse. I am not a doctor. This advice was actually given to me by my OBGYN when I had severe GERD after having my son. And I had had it before and was using Pepto-Bismol and wasn't touching it along with a high dose of Nexium. So this definitely love this. So I do about a little small 8-ounce glass of really cold water because mixing in that baking soda is super salty. I do a tablespoon, yeah, probably close to like a teaspoon and a half to a tablespoon. I mix it in there and keep a spoon in there and I sip on it. This is not something you want to gulp down. You just want to slowly sip, sip, sip. Okay, so if y'all use it for heartburn too, let me know below where you learned it from. My husband's grandmother also says she does the same thing. So this is like real old school, but it definitely works and way better than anything OTC that you can get in the stores. We're taking it back to the bathroom on this one. So another thing that you can do is mix a little bit of baking soda in your bath water if you have a sunburn or itchy skin, say bug bites and things like that. It automatically like kind of helps pull that burning sensation out of those. So just a little heads up there. So yeah, another little awesome body benefit of baking soda. Still talking about the bathtub. We've now taken our bath and it's kind of dirty. So what I like to do is I like to keep a little jar of baking soda in my cleaning kits that we use in our bathrooms, and I'll be sure to link that down below so you can see everything that I keep in my cleaning kits, with using all of these products in part 1, part 2, and 3. So I keep a little jar of baking soda, I sprinkle it in the bottom of the tub, and I use one of those scrub brushes and a little bit of water to make a paste. I really scrub in there and it really cleans the shower out really well. The texture of the baking soda really gets into the little grooves and things in the tub, and I just think it works really nice. Another thing that a lot of people use baking soda for is a deodorizer. It is great to put in stinky shoes if you have teens and husbands, and I mean pretty much anybody. You work out, sprinkle a little baking soda in there will draw those odors out. I use the fridge packs in my fridge, in the bottom of my main kitchen trash can, and also in the diaper genie. So I love that it will deodorize and pull smells so that those little areas are not so stinky. We do a lot of cooking out around here, and let's just say a ton of meat in the fridge cooked, although it tastes amazing, the odor that it leaves behind isn't as awesome. Now my husband may say otherwise, but I don't think so. I like a clean, fresh smell. So another way that you can brighten your teeth, and I talked about this in part 1 with the hydrogen peroxide, that I like to use that to swish around, is that you can brush your teeth with baking soda. It does clean and it does whiten teeth. It is not something that I prefer to do, but I do like the hydrogen peroxide benefits. But my mom has been doing the baking soda thing for years, and my mom's teeth always looks freaking amazing. She is a coffee drinker, but no one would know because that woman's teeth are beautiful. Last but not least, I'm going to do another little recipe. I know, more homework for y'all to try out. I just want to get y'all excited about all these awesome benefits and doing things inexpensively, because none of this stuff costs a ton of money. The Castle soap does cost a pretty penny, but a little bit, like I said, a little bit goes a long way. So all in all, like, really not spending a ton of money when it comes to how many things you can use it for and how little you need to use in those things. So the last little recipe is going to be a little air freshener using baking soda. So here we go with the recipe. So you're going to need a little jar, a piece of cloth, a piece of yarn, ribbon, string, an essential oil that you like, or 2 if you want to mix them together. Like I like eucalyptus and lavender together. Peppermint is another one that I really like. Peppermint and lemon to get a lemon mint scent. So just really whatever your fancy is. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take your small jar, and this is like a big version. So you're going to have your jar, and there's going to be no lid on it, okay? You're going to take your jar, you're going to put a 1/3 cup of baking soda in here, and then you're going to add 10 to 15 drops of your essential oil. So again, if you're using 2 different essential oils, cut that in half, and you'll use half of each. You're going to mix it up really well, put your cloth on top. This is just so that if things get knocked, it's not going to like pour out, and it's just going to slowly seep out. And then you're going to close that cloth off with that string, that twine, that yarn, and then you're going to be able to put it somewhere. Now with it being smaller, I would keep it somewhere, like it's really, really good for the bathroom, like sitting on the back of the toilet. Not only is it absorbing nasty odors, those essential oils are exuding awesome odors to put back into the air. So that's just a little fun little tidbit, and I'll be sure to put that little recipe down below. Again, if you liked stretching these household products that we have and anything cleaning, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, because I'm always talking about cleaning, organizing, and creating, and I would love to have y'all as part of the Organically Designed family. As always, stay organically you. Y'all have an amazing rest of your day, and look forward to seeing you in part 3.